What's up, everybody? It's the first day of winter 2021, just a few days before Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year, and I've got some good news for Mopar people. I've got good news if you are a fan of the SRT Durango. I was unsure whether or not the SRT Durango was going to be back for 2022, being that Jeep has already pretty much discontinued the Trackhawk and the Jeep SRT, and Dodge had said that they were only going to run the Hellcat Durango for 1 year. Being that the emission standards would only allow it to be run for 1 year. So it was kind of up in the air whether or not the SRT Durango would be back for 2022. If you're unfamiliar with the SRT Durango, they take the Scat Pack engine, the 392 engine from the Challenger and Charger, and they put that power plant into a Durango, and it makes the same 485 horsepower. It's one of the coolest SUVs that you can own outside of the Hellcat Durango, in my opinion, and it's coming back for 2022. The SRT Durango was first unveiled in 2018. The first year they sold almost 5,000 units of the car, with a Mopar 18 edition selling an additional 250. But for 2019 and 2020, only just over 1,000 units were produced and sold. I don't have production numbers for 2021 yet, but I do currently own a 2021 SRT Durango, all black, with black SRT 392 badges. We absolutely love it. After I bought the Hellcat Durango earlier this year and sold it for a big profit, I wanted to stick with the Durango, so we went and bought the SRT Durango. They're not cheap. The SRT Durango is all-wheel drive, but it comes with a price tag of just over $70,000. It's pretty expensive for an SUV, but it is all-wheel drive, and it has almost 500 horsepower and a grocery getter, basically. So I'm very happy that Dodge is bringing back the SRT Durango for at least 1 more year. We're going to go on Dodge's website and look at the build out for it, see what the options are, see what you can do with the SRT Durango for 2022, and look at the total cost of building one. In addition to the SRT Durango being back for 2022, the RT Durango, the Citadel, and the lower trim levels that are all available for 2022 ordering right now. You can go to your local Dodge dealer. You can go to Dodge.com and build out one to find out what it would cost. But for now, we're going to focus our attention on the SRT 392 Durango. With only 1,000 of them a year being built for 2019 and 2020, they hold their value relatively well. I've looked on Car Gurus, I've looked on Auto Trader, and the value holds fairly well. I know that my local Dodge dealer actually has a 21 on order that's in transit to the dealer as we speak. So if you're looking for an SRT 392 Durango, you can hit up Jim at Crown Dodge and discuss with him a deal for the SRT 392 Durango and get your hands on one. They're an awesome car to drive. I drive one on a regular basis. We own one in addition to our Hellcat wide-body Charger, and we absolutely love it. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so as we've done a few times before, we're going to go to Dodge's official website, dodge.com. You can come to this site and build any car that you want to see what it would look like, see what it would cost, choose your options, and you can take that information to your local Dodge dealer and have your own car built. Or you can just get one of the dealer allocations that the dealer spec'd out the way they wanted to get one to sell. But anyway, we're going to go right here to the 21 Durango. Once you get in here and select build and price, it'll let you change the year over to 22. So you don't have to look for 22 until you get to this point. The models available for this year: the SXT, the GT, the GT Plus, the RT, the Citadel, the RT Plus, and the SRT 392. This is where we're going to focus our attention today, the SRT 392. If you'd like to see a breakdown video of these other models, the SXT through the RT Plus, drop a comment down below, and I'll go through and do a build out for each one of those models and let you see the different options and different costs. But we're going to focus on the 392 for today's video. Now, one thing that I'm not really 100% sure of, and why Dodge does this, but there's 2 colors offered on the Durango that are not offered on the Charger and the Challenger: Destroyer Gray and Redline. That's a pure red. It actually is more of a fire engine red if you ever see it in person than it is on this particular website. But these are 2 colors I want in the Charger and the Challenger, and they're not available. And that kind of it irks me a little bit because, like I said, I want those available in the Challenger and the Charger. But for today's video, we're going to go with the Destroyer Gray. I like that color. I had a 392 Challenger in Destroyer Gray, and had that color been available in the Challenger, I would have gotten my jailbreak in that color when I did my jailbreak order. Now, one thing about the SRT Durangos that I like are the hood stripes, but again, as I've said in other videos, I'm not going to buy any of the factory graphics packages. That can be done aftermarket for cheaper, and it's vinyl. It's not like Mopar's vinyl is better than everybody else's vinyl. These are the wheels that I have on my SRT 392 Durango. I'm not the biggest fan of the wheels, but the only choices you have are those, which I absolutely hate, and these. So we're going to go with those. So it comes with these brakes here. You can upgrade the package if you want for $1,300. I'm just going to leave these here. I don't want to balloon the price of this car any more than I have to. We paid around $73,000 for our Durango, and I'm going to try to build this one about where I would want to keep it if I was going to build one. I've said before, we're just going to keep the all-season tires. We don't get a lot of snow here. There's no need to go with different tires. Always want to keep a spare tire just in case. Now we're going to get down here, and here's another thing that's strange to me about the Durango over the Challenger. The standard seats are leather and suede, the Alcantara and leather, or you can get Laguna leather for $1,600. The Laguna leather option in the Challenger was $4,000. Why is this? Can anybody give me an explanation on why Dodge charged $4,000 for a seat option in the jailbreak, but they're standard in the Charger and they're $1,600 in the Durango? I'm at a bit of a loss for why that's the case. All right, so we're going to keep Uconnect 5 in there. That is standard. I love Uconnect 5 in my Durango. It's awesome. I'm going to tell you up front, just being honest, the Alpine system that comes factory standard sounds better than Harman Kardon does in the Durango. The Harman Kardon, I'll leave a link for my review video down in the description below. The Harman Kardon audio group is a big disappointment in the Durango. It sounds great in the Challenger. It makes my back dash panel rattle in my Charger, but it really doesn't sound all that great in the Durango. So we're going to leave that off. We're going to skip that altogether. Go with aftermarket or keep the Alpine system. The Alpine system actually sounds pretty good. We're going to go with power sunroof. The second row console, my kids are always messing with the second row console. They're always opening and closing it. I didn't know that red seat belts were offered in the Durango, so that's cool. We're going to go with that as well. All right, so here's where you choose your packages. And if you'll notice, there are several packages here that you can choose for the Durango, and there aren't this many packages in the Challenger or the Charger. So the black 392 packages, we have that on our Durango, our 21 Durango. I definitely recommend that. I do like the 392 badge to be blacked out more than I like the red one. Premium interior group is $2,500. You get carbon fiber interior accents, premium instrument panel, suede headliner. I don't know that I would add that. I do want the technology group with adaptive cruise control, advanced brake assist, full speed forward collision warning, and lane departure. I would add that for sure, $2,400. Lightweight performance package would delete your third row. I don't know anybody who would want to get a Durango and then delete their third row. Part of the benefit of owning a Durango is it's a third row SUV that also has almost 500 horsepower. The Cargo Plus group, you get black roof rails, cargo compartment cover, integrated roof rail crossbars. I'm not going to add that, but I would add the trailer tow group. The Durango can tow up to 8,000 pounds, I believe is what it's graded at. So yeah, the trailer tow group is an awesome feature to have. We're going to get down here. You can't change the engine or the transmission. It is the 6.4 liter 392 SRT engine, automatic transmission. And at this build, this car comes out to $75,685. That's a little bit more than what I paid for mine, by about $2,000 to $3,000. I think the only option that this one has that mine doesn't is the technology group. I don't have adaptive cruise control or full speed forward collision warning. It does have, it will tell me if I'm about to hit something in the front, the back, or the sides, but it doesn't have adaptive cruise control. So that package is probably the difference between my Durango and this Durango that we built here. So what do you guys think? Is the SRT 392 Durango worth the $75,000? I paid about $83 for my Hellcat Durango, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not that far off as far as price goes with the Hellcat Durango that I bought versus this SRT 392 Durango. The 392 is more practical. The Hellcat Durango is awesome. If you could still get your hands on one of those, I highly recommend it. But you know, they aren't really available anymore unless you pay above retail for it. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that bell so you get notified for all the videos. I appreciate you guys watching, and y'all take it easy.